It was just after 9:30 p.m. when the streetwalkers in Times Square were suddenly doused in darkness, when thousands of passengers on graffiti-scarred trains became stuck, often in tunnels.
There was absolutely no panic, and you'd never know that there was any kind of emergency.
At first, in much of the city, there was a spirit of calm resilience, civilians directing traffic. Surgery moved outside at Brooklyn Jewish Hospital to utilize car batteries as backup power. With her own power generation facility, the Statue of Liberty remained lit. But the tired, the poor, the huddled masses she beckoned soon became restless, agitated, and violent.
The situation here in Brownsville was described as anarchy, war, rioting.
It was terrible.
It's about everything else here in New York. The only lights were automobile lights, otherwise the Great White Way was pitch black. Broadway theaters and restaurants closed up while you could eat by candlelight. It was very difficult to cook by it. Thousands were stranded in the city when airlines, commuter trains, and subways were knocked out of service. Thousands of others, all ages, took to the streets just for the fun of it. After all, New York City gets blacked out only once every 12 years. And there were thousands of others who took to the streets to plunder and to pillage. Over 2,500 looters and vandals arrested during the first 8 hours of the blackout. Many more got away. The looters concentrated on small businesses, mostly in the poorer sections of the city, where unemployment and crime are chronically high. There were more than 40 serious fires. 2 firemen died. Some of the fires were deliberately set. ABC News.
November 24th marks the 80th anniversary of the containment of the Zionic demon entity. What can only be described as prevailing darkness was traced back to a local southwestern cult. The Church of Zion, or Zion 4 as it is known today, had been notorious for its satanic practices. Notorious leader John Peterson died in prison while his partner Louis Sherman went missing. The demon's defeat ushered in the use of nuclear energy, contributing to its demise.
Satanic cult activities. We know what the satanic cult professes to believe. We know what their potential for violence might be if they choose to be true to their belief. We even have evidence, here and there, that leads us to believe that some sort of rituals are taking place. However, unless we catch them actually breaking the law, or find evidence that leads directly to participants in some illegal activity, we have no case. The problem involved with the cult explosion is becoming a many-faceted.
Was some information received through some sharp patrol officer work. A couple of our patrol units that operated in what we call our Southern District responded to what was a drunken party. It appeared to be a drunken party. And one of the fellows kept saying, they're going to sacrifice him, they're going to sacrifice him. Well, what he was talking about was they had gotten a second victim and intended to sacrifice him. They had him captured for several days.
Now is the time for the glorious end and the glorious beginning. The great Zion has returned to us, and we will be welcomed into his fold. My children, let us be ready to enter the next life in the other dimension with the great Zion. We are his church. We are one. Goodbye.